TNT Productions.
Jgott. Yeah. Okay.
What's going on, people? It's your boy jgottdapoet. I'm live in effect here with another exclusive interview. Today we interviewing a world-renowned poet who just published a book. Her name is Special K. She's here locally in the Richmond, Virginia area, but that doesn't mean that she's not going global. All right, so always stay tuned for more exclusive interviews because you never know who's next, and you never know, she might be the next huge thing. So follow her, support her, and do what you got to do. First and foremost, thank you for sitting down with me.
Well, thank you for having me.
So tell people who don't know who you are or not familiar with your work, what do you do and who you are?
So I am Special K, the spoken word entertainer.
Got you.
And what I do is I take words and depending on how I'm feeling, I might play with your imagination, make you be thinking a little something, something. Just depends on how I'm feeling, what I'm in the mood for.
Got you. So I first met you at an open mic, and it was my open mic. And you told me that you actually came up with your name at that open mic. How did you come up with your name?
Because I had to think of it like on the spot because I was going to sign up for the open mic, and I looked down and I was like, these aren't these people's governments. I need a name. And I was like, well, I'm pretty special.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll just do Special K.
Yeah.
Like play on my name. And there it goes. Special K was born.
So how long have you been writing, performing, stuff like that?
Oh my gosh. I think I've been writing before I could talk.
Okay.
Performance wise, let's see. In 2013, 2012-ish, I started doing public speaking.
Got you.
And then in 2015, 2016, 2017, it kind of segued into performing. And then now we are entertaining.
Okay. What do you like about the whole concept of, spoken word entertainment?
Entertainment. If all the world's a stage, I want better lighting.
Okay.
That's the first thing. I like attention.
Okay.
But really, seriously, and most importantly, I like having an impact.
Okay.
And I like being able to encourage other people that you don't have to live in anybody's box. You can be different. You have a voice, and you can use your voice in whatever way that is, whether it's singing, spoken word, painting, whatever. You have a voice. Use it.
Okay. So we spoke a little off camera. You put out a book. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. So my book is Journey to Forgiveness.
Okay.
And it's under Kimberly J. It's available on Amazon. But what it is a 30-day devotional. And so what happened is in 2015, I succumbed to a head injury. And that head injury happened because my oldest child suffers from mental health issues. And she was pregnant. They took her off all of her medicine. And she went into a mental rage. And I was at the receiving end of that mental rage. And despite everything that was wrong with me that I had to overcome, I knew that my child needed her mother.
Okay.
And the only way for me to be her mom was to forgive her. Because honestly, that incident took a lot away from me.
Okay.
And I didn't want to be her mom. I didn't want to forgive her. I wanted to be angry at her. But I knew that she didn't know on a level of understanding, she didn't comprehend it.
Gotcha.
And I needed to get over it. I needed to forgive her. So as I was going through the process of learning to forgive her and working on forgiving her so that I could be 100% there for her that she needed me to be, I realized that there's a lot of stuff that we all hold on to that we may not even realize that we're holding on to it, but we hold on to it. And it affects how we operate in life. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm going to go to my roots. I'm going to go to what I know. And that is the Bible. The Bible is my root. I believe in God. And I'm going to work this out. And I'm going to use my real life experiences to show other people how you can forgive situations or yourselves or things and that just we hold on to live better lives.
Got you. So did this book inspire? Did this book come from inspiration of that attack?
It did.
Okay.
That attack was the inspiration. It was the catalyst. If it hadn't happened, I'd probably still be saying, I'm going to write a book someday.
Yeah.
Someday I'm going to do this. But it changed. That incident changed a lot of things in my life. Like I was working full-time retail management. So not really having time to explore other areas.
Yeah.
And then that incident kind of was like, sit down and just be you right now and take this time. Let's do it.
Yeah. So what is your relationship like with your daughter now?
We have a relationship. Is it the best? No, but she's grown now. And so I'm not in a position where I feel like I have to be her mom 100% of the time. Okay. So that kind of relieves stress when I get in those situations where I'm like kind of mad today.
Yeah. I
know that I can back off and it's okay. And then we talk and it's good. We move forward.
All right. So I see that you do a lot of performances at a lot of like charity events and stuff like that. It was actually Christmas Day one day. I was pulling up Facebook and I saw you performing at Give Back, either Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day, one of them. Yeah. And you was performing there. Doing stuff like that and performing in places like that, how does it actually make you feel for people to hear you that are in that position?
It's an honor for me. I don't want people to think that just because of a certain station or predicament that they are facing that they can't enjoy life.
Okay.
And so to be a part of fulfilling somebody's enjoyment for life, that's an honor, and that's a blessing to me. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted that I'm in that position, and it's just an honor.
Okay. Performing at that event, did anybody come up to you as far as the people that you were actually feeding that day and tell you how they reacted to your poetry?
Yes. I can't remember his name. There was a gentleman, and he came up and he was like, "Can I hug you? And you that was so powerful, and I'm so encouraged, and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing it." And he mows lawns, and so he had one in the I think like the government phones. He was like, "I don't have any minutes right now, but here's my number." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, he inspired me actually.
Okay.
He enjoyed it so much that I knew I wanted to do something more. I wanted to do more giving back, which kind of has led to me being more a part of feeding the homeless. I'm looking at possibly putting on a free out in the park event where homeless people congregate, so that it's more of a show for them and less of a show for the normal people who come out to the brick and mortar buildings. But everybody welcome type of thing. So there's something in the back of my head for the summer.
Got you. So you just spoke on doing something for the homeless, and we also spoke on a group that you have as well. Speak on that a little bit.
So it's not mine. It's ours. It's the Queendom.
Okay. Who's involved in the Queendom?
So it is myself, Kula Von Seal, and the goddesses Demetria. And I love saying that, Demetria. But what we do is we are 3 women, and we work to put on shows that focus on women and celebrate women.
Gotcha.
So we just had one for Mother's Day. We were celebrating the mothers, and our shows are open to everybody. They are currently free. We find different locations to have them. But our performers are only women because we want to build up women in the community. We want to be role models to our young girls. We just want to elevate the woman to say, hey, we are queens, and this is how a queen acts. And a queen isn't one specific type of person.
Gotcha.
So.
That's good. That's good that you did that. How did you actually link up with the other 2 artists?
It dropped in our lap.
Okay.
Back in October, somebody else was hosting an open mic, and they said, hey, I'm not going to be here on this day. Why don't you ladies put something together? So we did a show called the Estrogen Extravaganza. It was just I think it was like 12 of us that we worked and we just put it together. And then after that, I kind of was like, hey, guys, we need to do this.
Yeah.
We need to do this. Let's make something like this. And slowly but surely, we kind of ironed things out. And at the end of the day, it was us three remaining. And
Gotcha.
we said, we are the Queendom. And we've been going ever since.
Got you. So what do you see for the Queendom in a few years from now?
I see so much. But have you ever seen Poets in Autumn?
Mm-hmm.
I see that, but urbanized.
Got you.
So for those of you who don't know, Poets in Autumn, awesome group of poets. They are faith-based poets. And while like I said, God is my faith, but that's not the basis of my poetry. That's just a part of who I am. So I see us going outside of Richmond, going to other venues, going outside of Virginia, and putting on this show to empower women and just building up an audience and being global.
That's good. That's good. So tell us a little bit about you as a poet. Why do you continue to do it after you accomplish just one book? Do you want more? Do you want, what's next?
Oh, wow. There's a lot there. So I'll start with, why do I continue to do it? I continue to do it because it's just as much a part of me as breathing.
Gotcha.
So even if I stop performing, if I never perform a day again, I am going to keep writing. That's just a part of me. And then, like I said, I like to connect with people. I like people to know that they aren't the only ones that experience this. So, for example, I don't subscribe to a specific type of poetry. I am a writer first and foremost, and so I can write in any area. And experiences are relatable. If I've been through it and you've been through it, or we maybe not the same thing, but kind of the same similar experience. And I just want to connect with people on that level. So I don't know. It could be you're having trouble in your faith. Well, I've written something on that. Or it could be you just want attention.
Yeah.
I understand that. I've written something on that. So I just want to be able to relate to people. But as far as what is next for Special K, see, I've got a couple performances and conferences and things coming up where I'll be giving some spoken word entertainment. But I am working on a Special K CD.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got an exclusive.
I haven't told anybody yet.
Exclusive.
So it is Special K, and the title of it is It's Personal.
Okay.
And the CD, I'm looking at 10 to 12 poetry pieces that reflect a personal experience in my life.
Gotcha.
So it's not just me writing words. It's real.
So from the CD to the book, what's going to be different from the book to the CD?
So the book is a devotional. The book is completely faith-based. This is my faith. It references the Bible. It like gives scripture. It's more of it's a faith-based product.
Yeah.
The CD, not so much. It may a poem or two may show that I have a faith, but for the most part, it is just real life experiences, without, I don't want to say pushing, but without being so vibrant about my faith.
Gotcha.
It's more about just me, the person.
So do you have a time frame for the CD? Not an exact date, but like a time frame, maybe a month or two next year.
Crossing my fingers and really pushing for June 15th of this year.
She put it in the atmosphere, you guys. June 15th, we got to hold her accountable.
I'm working, y'all. I'm working on it. I am working really, really hard.
And if there's let me stop you real quick. And if there's anybody out there that want to help her make this reality by June 15th, yo, holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Her Instagram, all of that. See if we can, you know what I'm saying? Push. It's all about pushing and making people know that we got their back.
Right. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. It's kind of leads into this. So that CD, the CD that I'm making, I asked for 10 people to donate a beat each to me.
Gotcha.
And the reason I ask that is, one, because I want to support everybody and I don't necessarily have the funds to do that, but also because I have kids and my daughter rides horses. She's like this champion horse rider or something. But horse riding is really expensive, and we are in like the moment of horse season, so all of my extra funds goes to her and the horses. But I still want to do this because we have to live. Gotcha. We can't just be like shells for our kids. We have to live. So I still need like 5 people to donate a beat. If you want to donate a beat.
You hear that? producers. Holla at her.
Yeah, and I am not picky. You give me a beat, I'm gonna use it. I will match my rhythm to what you give me.
Got you. So we're gonna end it like this. You've accomplished a lot from the beginning to your book to now, June 15th, your CD release. There's somebody out there that's watching this that feels like that they can do this, but there's always like fear or something stopping them. Give them some type of words to help them get through it, or it might be even just writing a book. It might just even be going to perform at an open mic. What type of advice would you give them to get out there and do it?
Just do something. Don't sit on your gift. So if you are a performer and maybe you're shy or maybe you're afraid of taking that leap to the stage, just go support other people who are doing what you want to do. Gotcha. Because eventually you're going to grow into where you want to be. You are who you hang around. So start associating and hanging around with what you want to be. Make that your first step.
Got you. Is there any last words other than the words that you just ended with that you want to end with?
I love you guys. Thanks for your support. I am available for booking.
All right, cool. So, I appreciate y'all sitting down, listening, watching this, and stay tuned for the next one. And if y'all want to book Special K, all her information will be either down below or right here. So, appreciate y'all. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
TNT Productions.
Jgott. Yeah. Okay.